Nurturing our own development is how we learn to nurture each other. Chapter 8, Co-Creation. The universe is of itself, both alive and conscious, and is fully supportive of our development. Even the ground beneath our feet knows more about us than we know about ourselves. If we imagine the entire universe as a single human body, then each of us is like one individual cell in that body. From this continuously evolving pattern of multidimensional fractal geometry, the universe creates us as we create the universe. One technique the universe has for providing support is to arrange itself as a series of discrete dimensions, separated by quantum gaps, in a manner that is similar to the arrangement of electron layers within a single atom. Each dimension is characterized by a specific frequency that represents a specific level of consciousness and a specific understanding of free will. Each gap serves as a buffer that shields higher dimensional beings from lower dimensional behavior, while simultaneously providing lower dimensional beings with the space necessary to practice and learn. All dimensions are open to all beings, and every one of us has the ability to access the dimension of our choosing. We do so by raising or lowering our individual vibration in order to match the characteristic frequency of the dimension we desire to access. The universe provides the dimensions. We define our individual frequency, and life unfolds. This is co-creation. Within the human condition, this is precisely what is happening to us, regardless of whether we realize it or not. Our behavior defines our frequency, and our frequency determines our place in the universe. From here, we begin to develop a sense of how powerful free will actually is. We also begin to develop a sense of how important desire actually is. We can only change our individual frequency if we sincerely desire to do so, because individual desire is the only force that actually governs our use of free will. In the absence of desire, we don't actually change anything. Our life path manifests as the consequence of our free will actions, and our free will actions are nothing more than outer reflections of our inner desires. If our desires are terrestrial in nature, then the terrestrial dimension is precisely where we belong, and our life path leads us to more and more terrestrial experiences. It is only when we sincerely desire to advance into a higher state of being, and are willing to act on this desire, that our individual life path transforms into the path of conscious evolution. This transformation is another example of co-creation. We provide the desire to advance and the willingness to act. The universe responds by manifesting a path to higher dimensions, and conscious evolution unfolds. This ancient process of advancement has successfully guided countless races of beings through situations similar to our own. Right now, in this present moment, the opportunity is ours. And here we begin to see another way the universe supports us in our development, as an undifferentiated field of infinite potential that takes on temporary form in response to our thoughts, words, and actions. As the universe provides us with the opportunity to act on our desires, experience the consequence of our actions, and learn from the experience, we naturally deepen our appreciation of life itself. In this way, whenever any one of us develops a deeper appreciation of life itself, the entire universe glows more brightly. The instant we discover that our innermost desire is to evolve, the universe immediately responds by manifesting everything we need in support of our development. This occurs regardless of whether the outer world is supportive, hostile, or empty. Conscious evolution unfolds on the individual level, and our unique, personal inner space is where it all begins. This inner space, that cannot be touched by forces from the outer world, is safe haven. From within this space, the universe manifests a path forward that can only be detected through our inner senses of empathy and telepathy. This path is otherwise invisible to anyone who is not focused on feeling and who has not yet developed inner sight. When we find within ourselves both the courage and the will to act on our innermost desire, this path leads us directly into a nurturing environment where we can safely release all of our shields and allow life energy to flow freely through our being. Establishing this flow is the most important thing we can do as human beings, because the accumulation of physical, mental, and emotional density that we have acquired in this lifetime is not compatible with higher dimensions. This density must first be released and cleared before we are offered the opportunity to advance. Releasing is our part, since we are the ones holding on, while the clearing is accomplished directly by life energy itself. When we demonstrate a willingness to let go of everything that is holding us back, the universe responds by clearing all of our density as effortlessly as high tide dissolves a sandcastle. As we become lighter, our aura becomes brighter, and safe haven begins to manifest in the world around us. Our true individual nature enters perfect alignment with our true social nature, and we discover that fully honoring our own uniqueness and being fully supportive of each other are actually the same thing. From here, manifesting a collective sacred space devoted to nurturing individual creative self-expression is the most natural activity we could possibly choose to participate in. This is co-creation.